Gayatri Chatterjee, and I'll be presenting the topic database and types of databases. Database is a collection of data which is organized at some level of quality. There are 4 kinds of databases. One is hierarchical database, network database, relational database, and object-oriented database. The first type of database which we are going to discuss is the hierarchical database. In hierarchical database, the data is organized in a pyramidal fashion. And the related data are grouped together to form a level. So here we can easily see there are 3 levels in this database, where this can be a parent and these are the child data. This is the second type of database known as network database. In this, the data is interconnected via a network. The graphical representation of network is shown this way. Here, the objects are shown as nodes and the arcs represents the relationships. This is the third form of database known as relational database. This relational database is more flexible than hierarchical and network database. The data is stored in tabular form and the tables are connected using common elements. This is the fourth type of database known as object-oriented database. This is the database which handles structured database. This can store audio-video files. Now each object in this database consists of a data and instructions to be performed on that data. Now coming to Java database connectivity. Java database connectivity is an interface which connects Java application to the database.
Hi, this is Nupur and I am going to explain you all the 4 types of JDBC drivers. This is type 1 driver. It is also called as JDBC ODBC driver. This driver translates JDBC calls into ODBC calls and sends them to ODBC driver. This driver is accessed by almost every databases and it is not portable. Proceeding to type 2 driver, which is also called as native API partly Java driver. This driver converts the Java calls into the database specific calls. This means that the driver is specific to a particular database. This distinctive characteristic of this driver offers a better performance than the previous one. But there is a disadvantage that the native API must be installed in the client side. Coming to the third type of driver, which is also called as All Java Net Protocol driver. Type 3 database requests are passed through the network to the middleware component. This middleware component then translates the request to the database. This middle tier server can use either type 1, type 2 or type 4 drivers. There are certain advantages of this driver. As it is written in Java, it is portable. Second, it is flexible because it gives access to multiple databases using one single driver. And it is the most efficient driver among all the drivers. There is one disadvantage, that it requires another server application to install and maintain. This is the fourth and the last type of JDBC driver. It is also called as Net Protocol All Java drivers. Type 4 driver uses Java networking libraries to communicate directly with the server databases. It has certain advantages, like as it is written in Java, so it is portable. Secondly, we don't have to translate the database request to any other ODBC calls or network connectivity interface. Neither we have to pass the request to any other database servers. Thirdly, we don't have to install any other software either in the client side or the server side. But it has a disadvantage that the user must install or the user must have different drivers for each database.
Hello everyone, I am Vivek Bafna and I am going to explain you today the database connectivity between Java application and MS Access using a JDBC ODBC driver. I'm here using a basic example of a user login. As you can see here, there's a connection object that is used to acquire a connection between a Java application and a database. The statement object is used to create SQL statements and execute SQL statements. The result set object points to the first row of the database. Here, this JFrame, JLabel and JText field are just the GUI for the user login. In the constructor, I have provided two methods, that is the connect to provide a connection between the application and the database. The string variable driver is created which stores the JDBC ODBC driver, and for loading the JDBC ODBC driver we have to use class.forName method. For getting a connection to the database we use getConnection method of the driver manager, which is stored into the connection object. Then create statement is used to create statement object that sends the SQL statements or queries to the database. Here the statement object st executes a query on the table of the database whose values are going to be stored into the result set object. If the username and password matches that of the database, then it will display a message user found, or else it will display the message user not found. So let me show you now the contents of the data table. So here, as you can see, the contents of the table are like there are two fields, username, user and pass, where the user is Simon, Steve and Sue, and passwords are Simon123, Steve123 and Sue123. So let's check if our program works. This is the table T1 where there are two fields, user and pass, where the username are Simon, Steve and Sue, and the password is Simon123, Steve123 and Sue123. So let's check now whether our application executes the query. So let us now run our project. As you can see, there is a username and password and a login button, and the contents of the database are here. So when I give the username as Simon and the password as Simon123, it is in the database, so it should give me a message user found. So when I change the password to 12 and it's not in the database, so it should show me the message user not found. So when I again give the username as Steve and the password as Steve123, it should show me user found as it is in the database. This shows that there is a successful connection between the database and the Java application. Thank you.